Hi angels, welcome back to another DIY. So in this video we are going to be making this crystal corset belts. I think that's what it's called. I got this corset belt from Amazon. I think it was probably $9 or $8. Not too sure, but I have one in black and I have one in white. The reason why I'm using the white one is because I couldn't find any black rhinestone sheets. So these are the rhinestone sheets that I picked out. Also, I got these from Amazon. Don't know how much I got them for, but they were probably like under $10 or $10. So I totally messed up when I was ordering this. I thought I was ordering the one where it was the peel off back. The peel off back, all you have to do is peel off the back and then just paste it on, because it already has this stickiness at the back of it that can hold up on any material. So I thought that was the one I was getting, but this one you have to actually glue it on. So what I'm going to use is my E60,000 glue and the hot glue gun. I thought that this would be like a 2-minute video, but I wasn't paying attention when I was ordering them. So that is why we're going to have to be using our E6000 glue. So yeah. Oh, you're also going to need some scissors. And I think that's it. That's basically like all you need. By the way, these smell really bad, so I suggest you remove all the plastic and everything off of them first. Give it a day for everything to air out before you actually start doing anything with them. It kind of smells like gasoline. I think it smells really bad, and every time that I use it, it gives me like a really bad headache. But it's very shiny, so that's why I keep using it. I know that's weird, but yeah. So this is the whole idea, just cutting it up like this and then placing it down. This is how it looks when I think I was using my phone while I was filming this. So yeah, this is how it looks when the flashlights hit it. It is so beautiful. And this one is see-through. So if you get the one with the peel off back, which I'm going to show you guys because I only have one of the peel off back, you can't see through it. So I didn't show it, well, never mind. So just showing you guys again what you're gonna need: your E6000 glue and your hot glue gun. You don't have to use both, you can just use one to just do everything on there. But do remember that the hot glue gun dry really fast and it seeps through, so I would suggest just use a combination of both. So yeah, first thing first, I'm just placing it down on the corset just to get an idea of where I want it to place, and if I have more material, because the little corner right there, I'm gonna need some to add onto the side. So just making sure that I have enough. The next step is just to cut off the extra material, the extra sheets, before I actually start gluing down anything, just to make my life a little bit more easier. So yeah, that is what I'm doing right here, and simple. I had just enough to cover up the rest of the side. So for this side, I'm going to show you guys how to use the E6000 glue. So all I'm doing is just making sure that at the edge of it, the edge is the most important part. You don't even have to add a lot in the middle of it, like where I'm adding it right now. The most important part is the edge of it, so make sure that you add a lot of glue at the edge of it so that it can stick down properly. And you just need a little glue in the middle of it. You can just put it on like the little seam. You can just add the glue just on the seam and at the edge, and you should be good. Because as long as it's stick down, it's not lifting up, then it should not come off or anything like that, because the E6000 glue is really strong. So yep. And I look like if I'm adding a lot, but it's really not. I'm just like trying to go all the way down, and I'm skipping a lot over it, so it's not a lot. I think I only use like half of the E6000 glue on both sides. So yeah. So the next step is to carefully place it down. The best thing about the E6000 glue is that it doesn't dry right away, so you have time to adjust. If it's not even, if you need to add more space or anything like that, just make sure it's perfectly seamed. So all I'm doing right now is just pressing it down so that the glue can seep on it. So just keep on pressing it, pressing it, pressing it. Just to make sure that you put it on properly. And just in case you messed up, I don't feel like it's on properly, this takes 24 hours to dry, so you have time. So you don't have to be rushing this. So now I'm just doing the other side. So as you guys can see, I'm not cutting off the rest of the extra fabric. I want to make sure that I just leave it. Don't really trouble it a lot. Then when everything is dry, in the end, then I can cut off all the extra fabric. You can cut it off right then and there if you're fancy, but I just let it stay just the way how it is. Because when it's dry, then I can better figure out where I need to cut off. And I know for a fact that while I'm cutting it off, it won't be moving because the glue isn't dry, obviously. So I just waited until everything is dry before I do anything to it. So yeah, just to make your life a little bit more easier. So for this side, I'm going to show you guys the second method that you can use while applying the glue. So first thing first, apply your E6000 glue around the edges and in the middle of it. In the middle? Yeah, in the middle of it. Make sure that you get the edges nice and good. By the way, you don't need to apply a lot of glue. You just apply somewhere on the edges, just like a little tiny amount, because we are going to be using our hot glue gun on here, so you don't need a lot of glue. It's going to stick on anyway, so yeah. So the next step is, wait, did I show you guys when I was applying the glue? Oh yeah, here's come the hot glue gun. So the next step is around, this is what I would do if I should redo this. I place the rhinestone sheets onto the corset first, and then like lift up the edge of it, and then apply the hot glue gun around, and then just press it down. But what I was doing right here is just applying the hot glue gun around the edge and a little bit in the middle. But with the hot glue gun, it dry really, really fast, so you gotta be quick with it. Ooh, for this one, I forgot to cut off the extra fabric for the other side of it. So, but I still was able to do it since I was in the hot glue gun and it was already dry. So yeah, that's what I did. And since some of the hot glue gun started drying already, all I did was just peel it off. Where there wasn't enough glue, just add a little bit more. And then just press it in, because remember, you have the E6000 glue and you also have the hot glue gun. So the E6000 glue is going to need 24 hours to dry. The hot glue gun just dry right then and there. So you don't need a lot, just a little bit. You're just using the hot glue just to hold it together so that it doesn't move around. The next step is to cut off the extra rhinestone sheets so that I can cover up this corset fully. So that's what I'm doing right here. Do the exact same thing. Apply your E6000 glue, and then you apply a little bit of the hot glue gun. The hot glue. Hot glue. I had some E6000 glue over that side already, so that's why it was sticking onto the sheets already. So boop, boop. Okay, so this is the last and final step. I know I didn't show you guys last night, but what I did was get anything in my apartment that I knew was heavy. So, like all my face stuff, lotion, like all of that. And then I just place it on top of the corset so that the pressure, that the heavy weight would press down on to the glue so that it would seep down properly. Does that make any sense? I hope it does. But yeah, that's what I did. I just wanted to make sure it was gonna be nice and flat and seam. I don't know, but I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't lumping up. There wasn't any rolling in or any bubbles or anything like that. So that's why I did it.